Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Dino, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm smoking. Said you're good at it. What you do? It's nothing to a boss. I can two. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 5 match.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Now Allen going to change it up. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business.
Davis will try to run for it. And he is going to have the Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. They run the counter with Cook. And tough sledding. They get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Well, a design run for their wide. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll audible to something else. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this Buffalo defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
South. 18. What's up? Look to hot.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Wan'Dale Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To the air, Allen. Thrown offside to Kincaid. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it as we resume action.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. Guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork. To be able to put it all together, that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From midfield, here's Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Allen going to audit it to a different look.
Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
115 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, south. 18. That's it.
Play action. Stroud now.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
T.J. Sanders
Able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Toward the sideline. Look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Uno more. 11.
And Stroud now to throw.
Now he's got that wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Texans add 6 to their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bills 10. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now they'll change things up.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd down and 3.
Now Allen. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one 29 now. They'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud. Robinson hauling it in outright.
So nothing doing there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Bills' 1st down.
Allen now looks to throw. And that could be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Coleman. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Texans' 3-yard line.
Cook will get down close to the goal line, but not in. And he'll be marked down at the 1.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed it. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run with Davis. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
18.
Stroud backed up near his goal line. They'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Fights through, and now a crease. Leaves him behind on the spin.
Still on his feet. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Houston.
Isaiah Pacheco.
64 yards.
And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
38. Bills 13. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Here's Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Derek Stingley picks it.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st first down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They go play action here with Stroud. He'll try and do this himself.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
On the jet sweep, there goes Collins.
And they'll get him down short of first down, right on the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing now is Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
Motion man is Shakir.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Jalen Coker,
43 yards.
and the Bills get a bit closer.
And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you, your receivers love you, everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
No, your body's not real thrilled about the whole thing, but ice packs all around for the QB.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
With him back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
18. Let's hit.
From the gun again to Mixon. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
Here's Jones.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then you're trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Allen going to change this at the line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Allen going to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And the Bills, 1st down.
And now an audible here into something else.
Allen.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's another Bills, 1st down. 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And again, it's Allen. Allen going to run with it. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Half 85, half 85. Motion, check. Shift. Alert! It's on!
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Texans 41, Bills 26.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. Tony.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here's Stroud.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line.
Look the hot. Buggy.
Stroud out of the gun here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Swap, another swap. Hey, Uno Mars.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Uno. 118.
Here goes Stroud again.
Through the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Fairbairn on for the field goal.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. To the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One final try here for Allen. He will have the conversion and more than that. And finally taken down at the 15. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Down to the 4-yard line. Now Allen again. Touchdown Bills. Khalil Shakir, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Bills 33.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nice little juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Oh, ready? 18. That's it.
They'll try to eat some clock and mix it. Oh, an absolutely filthy junk. He's got some space now. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Oh, hey. Good eye.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they run 1st down.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Let's go. Good eye.
On a jet sweep, it's Robinson. Oh, this one is going to be swallowed up right away.
90 seconds.
Stroud sets up the play action. He'll try and do this himself.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8-up time, gap points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And the Texans, and that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditional is not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And it's into the hands of Coleman downfield.
And out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Texans, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.